Alright, I'm gonna do a follow-up to my B video from last time. Last time I forgot to go over your stance, and also your desperation move and super desperation move if you're an EX. So, as you can see, I'm playing EX this time instead of speed, just to show you the difference in canceling into your desperation move. The key takeaway is that EX mode, like power mode, can cancel some of their super moves into their desperation move. So half circle back B and half circle back A would be what you would cancel into your DM if you were an EX. As for your stance, you got the A version. A plus B into A gives you a span smack. To be honest, you really can't get much off of it except for maybe a cancel into one of your supers or into one of your into your DM. So you would go in. If you were in speed mode, the best you can get off of this is probably just fan smack into DM. Your DM is quarter circle back forward and then A plus B. You can also cancel your fan smack from A plus BA into any of your supers, so Dragon Hammer. That's probably the best one. If you were in EX mode, you can, of course, cancel it into your half circle back A or B, and then you can go into DM from there. So this is what you would do if you were in EX mode. You can also go into your super desperation move from this. It's it's quarter circle back forward B. You can just go from fan smack straight into that. You have to buffer it in there during the smack. I didn't get it that time. If you get it there, it should be 12 hits. Whoops. There you go. Now, for your stance into B, this crushes lows. It's an overhead, it counts as airborne, and it crushes lows. I consider this your true anti-air. It comes out really fast, so it's a really good get off me move, and it's fairly safe even on block. It gives you a knockdown. You can run up and do Oki from it, so the plan is usually just to go up, stance again, and then go either into high or go into the low. Speaking of the low, that's the next one we're coming up to, and that's your stance C. You get a full combo off of this. If you were to hit with the first hit of this, it is your sweep series, so if you go down C multiple times, you get the full sweep. You can go for 2, and you can go into overhead from any of them, except for the third one, which causes a knockdown. With this one, you can get a full combo off the first hit. So first hit into your link of AA, and then into the AA combo, your B and B. So it's gonna be something like that. Of course, if you were just to do the B and B, you would probably only do Dragon Hammer at the end over there after the 2 sweeps. In EX mode, it does considerably less damage. So, and all the damage you see me doing here, it's a lot less than EX. And also, their final one is your stance D. You also get a full combo off of this. It also returns any projectile sent to you to its sender. If you use this, you can also do the AA bread and butter. There we go. My execution's pretty bad. There we go. Okay, let's go to our desperation moves. In speed mode, you would get the normal desperation move. You would cancel this after your 2 sweeps in your B&B, so if you were in speed mode, that's what you would do. Of course, if you were in EX mode, you have to add a benefit to the power mode, which is that you can cancel your half circle back B or A into your desperation move. I recommend using A, even though B gives you slightly more damage. You run the risk of crossing up and going through them, and then using your DM, and you'll completely miss. So you don't want this to happen. But if you do it fast enough, you definitely could link the 2 together. I recommend doing A if you're in EX mode. So after the 2 sweeps, you would go into half circle back A into your DM. Of course, you can also go into your super desperation move, which is your quarter circle back forward B. You have to do it during the 2 sweeps in your B&B, and you have to cancel it early. So you want to buffer the input while the second sweep is coming out. Next up, well, let's talk about the Fandangos. You got your first Fandango, which is the ABC, ABC, AB quarter circle forward C. It ends in Fan of Flames. You can get the hard knockdown from the extension, and then from that you can get a stomp on them, or you can go for Oki after the hard knockdown. Next up is your ABC, ABC, C, BA, quarter circle forward, C. This is your, I think this is the best one to use after your repel. Also, as far as Fandangos go, Lee doesn't have a crumple. I don't think he does, so he has to get it off a repel. You get a repel, I recommend doing the ABC, ABC, C, BA, quarter circle forward, C version. It does the most damage, and the last 3 sweeps in the combo are unblockable. Whoops. There we go. I think that's the most damaging one you can do. And the third one is your ABC, down C, A, forward B plus C, AB, quarter circle forward B. This one is your least used one. It's a high-low mix-up naturally, so if you were gonna use one of them raw full screen, this is probably the one you would use, hoping that they don't block the whole thing. The most you can get off of that is probably just stepping on them with standing C afterwards. And of course, last but not least is your launcher, which is ABC, down C, A, down C, forward B plus C. This one launches them high in the air. I was told that you're not supposed to use your A plus C in the air. Apparently, this is illegal. So instead of doing that, I recommend after your launcher to just do A, C, Dragon Hammer. So. Of course, if you were in the corner and you do the Fandango launcher, you do have the chance to do 2 Fan of Flames from the high launch. It's a little tight. Let me see if I can do it. Oh, that's too early. You can get a stomp off the extension from the Fan of Flames, or you can get the Yoki from that in the corner, which is pretty good. A use for your stance is that after a knockdown, you run up stance, and then you either go high or low. So, you know. I guess that's it. For using EX Lee, I do recommend learning to do your tight links. If you're gonna commit to using a low health character, you ideally want to 2-touch your opponent to death rather than 3. And most of EX Lee's combos come very close to the damage cap, so you should be able to 2-touch them. Oh, come on. I've practiced this all day! There we go. As you can see, it's 179, sometimes 180, so it does hit the damage cap. Alright, that's about it. I hope this helps. I went over, I think, the stances, your DM, SDM, how to combo into them, and all the fandangos.